Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Picnic Table Chat Show. This is season 8, episode 17. I'm just going to start by saying a massive welcome to everyone on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube watching tonight, and everyone listening in the future on Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. There's lots of folks here in the chat, so I'm not going to go through saying hello to everyone. I think I've just about caught everyone so far. Good evening, antisocial. I haven't seen you yet, but good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming in. It's not going to be a massively late one tonight. We are busy preparing to do a million things at the moment, so I'm quite rushed off my feet. But obviously, we are here to tell you a few things what's been going on. That didn't really make much sense, did it? Anyway, I am going to start off by just saying we have been doing loads of new stock updates and stuff on the website. So if you want to have a quick look at any point, feel free to have a good rummage around the website. All the care guides are in the care section now as well, I believe. So we've got like new mystery boxes. They've been upgraded beforehand. We just had the standard and the premium. Now we've got bronze, silver, gold, and platinum boxes because they've been like really popular in the community. I suppose, yeah, they've been really popular, and people have been asking for bigger ones basically. So we thought we'd give exactly what they've been asked for. Next in the news, we can say, is we have now been supported by Ant Farm Supplies, and we are going to be starting to sell some of their nests and other paraphernalia on our website for them. So that's super exciting to have that sort of partnership set up, much like we do with Excessa Ant and a few other stores as well. It's really good for us to be selling other people's products as well as our own. Obviously, only the products that I like and approve of, and you know what I mean, only the really good ones I'm not going to be selling. I'm not just going to say yes to absolutely anything, but I'm really proud to be selling these nests for them. And on that note, we've also set up another partnership as well. We are going to be selling live tadpoles and dart frogs in the future, but we have tadpoles already. I'm not going to try and pronounce their name, so don't even ask me. But if Paul wants to put it into the chat, he's more than welcome. So Paul from Cookies Reptiles has agreed to supply us with tadpoles and dart frogs from his overstock, basically, which means we have an awesome opportunity to sell them on the website. Obviously, I had to do a lot of research as into if I could. In fact, I gave up doing research and went straight to the council people that I have to apply for licensing with and whatnot, and just spoke to them directly. And it is now all sorted out and approved. So it's on the website. You can check it out right now. I can't pronounce the name of them. They turn into blue things, blue frogs, azul, as There we go. I'm back. I apologise for that. I have no idea what just happened. It just went black at me for a second and then decided to kick me off the streaming thing. I don't know why. I'm still here. Whatever. We are still here. Where are we going next? Next thing, we've isopods. We've got some isopods back on the store now as well. We have mantises coming out of our ears and more coming on the store as well. So that's another thing we've got going. And a new flavour of ant candy is now available for pre-order. We have pink lemonade now available for pre-order. You can get that. We'll be sending it out from the middle of next week, I believe it is. So that's super exciting. We like the pink lemonade. I haven't sent it out to anyone yet, so literally no one's had any of it yet. No one's tasted it, smelt it, seen it, anything yet. So if you order it before Wednesday, you'll be one of the first to see it. It is a good one. Obviously, pink lemonade's like quite a nice one. We all like pink lemonade. And then we have got some more ants coming onto the store as well soon. Some more new species coming on, etc., etc. Here you can keep a mantis just on a tree. I don't know about full time. Maybe my mantis, my spiny flower. You could sit him on. Well, I sit him on my phone, and like the other day, I put him on the desk, and he crawled back onto my phone. So yeah. Like Simon, with your Roman mantis, do you not find they ever like meet each other and start fighting? Right, because that would be my concern with having. In fact, that's something I had thought about, is actually if they would meet each other and start fighting between themselves. Obviously, I don't have more than one out at a point. But yeah, that's interesting. How did you do that, Manus? We've another thing to say. We've got loads of dry goods parcels going out over the next few days. I'm trying to avoid sending live ants, which might get stuck over the weekend. So, and obviously with the temperatures just being insane, we are keeping an eye on the temperatures as well. Because it's not just the temperature outside, it's the temperature that inside the van gets, the van of the postman. And it can get quite warm. Even if, hotter than it is outside of the van. So it's one of them. Like, we're keeping an eye on it, and we're over the weekend sort of post. We're not sending live ants. We tend not to anyways, but I'm just making that very clear now. So if you buy, say, on a Thursday, if you buy on a Thursday, you probably won't get your ants sent out until the Monday. Just making that clear. I keep them several feet apart. Females tend not to wander much. Okay, that's interesting. I always keep the same species males if I have them out in case they get frisky. Yeah, that's fair enough. What size enclosure and where do they feed? So I'm just sort of keeping an eye on the chat the best as I can. You know what it's like when it's all rolling and all going. Do grab your raffle tickets. If you haven't got your raffle tickets yet, please do grab them. They are available on the website under merchandise, or straight on the homepage. Click on anything that says raffle and it will take you straight to that as well. They are only £2.50, or you can get 5 raffle tickets for £10. You can get them sent out to you in paper form, or you can get them sent to you in email. Email tends to work better, it's faster. We'll send you an email regardless, but you can get them in paper form as well. You do not have to come to the Bristol event to win the prize. We will be calling the prizes there, like the prize winners, and then if you're not there to collect it, we will be sending out the prizes over the next 2 weeks. So do please grab your raffle tickets. All the money goes towards a great cause, of course, and it's something I'm trying to push. So go grab your raffle tickets. Don't miss out on them. I know we've got like 50 something days until the event, but that will soon go. And they are on the website now. So what is going on in the ant corner? Honestly, not a massive amount has changed over the last few days since I spoke to you on Sunday. Obviously, we're looking at the tech bees right now. It's not a colony I tend to show off very often, just because they tend to do their own thing, and I tend to leave them to do their own thing. Obviously, I give them their care and feeds, but I tend not to bother. Oh, squeaky! I tend not to bother them too much. Not like, pardon me, not like the dives where they need like constant attention. The tech bees tend to be fairly okay. They do expand very fast and they are inbreeding as well. So you start with a small colony and you end up with a really, really big colony. As you can see, there's quite a few there with wings around the bottom of the screen right now. I expect most of those are queens, although I can't actually see if there's a couple of males in the mix. They look to be queens from this, but it's a little bit blurry, isn't it? Now, the original plan tonight, and I am keeping an eye on it, was I was going to show off my Mesa structor colony. And I put in a roach, but they tend to spend a lot of time underground, actually. They tend to only come out when there is food. So I put in the roach, and they haven't even found it. But when they do, I will probably move the camera over if we're still rolling because they are quite an impressive colony. They were that we put in the tank in Sheffield, and I don't think I've actually shown them since the Sheffield show. We put them in the tank and they out of the test tubes. We put the test tubes in the tank and they instantly left and started digging their colony. It turned into, well, it's quite a large amount of ants actually. There was loads of them. It was 2 test tubes full. Yeah, so they started digging their hole, and the hole to their nest entrance was actually right at the front of the tank, so it was actually perfect for the show. Like everyone got to see them digging that. But now they've moved the main nest entrance to the corner, so we've put the roach and a bit of sugars there, and we're just waiting for them to come out. Obviously, they do mainly live on seeds, and they always have their supply of seeds, so it's whether they're that bothered about the rest of it. But if they are, they will come out in force. Um, you know, yeah, the Nikos are very impressive. Thank you, Paul. I was tempted to show them tonight, but again, it's well, we fed them yesterday, so they're not actually that active today. They're sort of in chilled mode, whereas the dives are always in active mode. Like they just don't stop. Da, 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 da. Next on the list of agenda to talk about is I am heading to the IHS show on Sunday up in Milton Keynes. If you're going there, do stop me and say hello. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm heading up there with, I do feed them seeds roast on. Anything as a messer needs seed because they're all harvester ants. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm going up there with Paul from Cookies Reptiles, and it's going to be a fantastic day. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know really what else to say. I've got a few things that I want to do, and a few people I'm desperate to actually meet and shake hands with. So it's going to be a great day out. I'm looking forward to it. I don't really get out like that very often, do I? Like not to other people's shows that aren't mine. So yeah, we are making an effort to get to more shows this year. No, I not the Tech Bees, the Mesa roast honor. Sorry for the confusion. Yes, it's going to be a great day, but we will time for our stream on Sunday evening as well. And Paul is coming straight into the studio itself. We call it the studio. It's not a studio. It's my office. He'll be sat next to me basically, and we will do the interview like that. It's going to be really interesting. I think that interviews like that before is with the kids, and we've all seen how they go. So, you're missing this guy, and that is a shame. I mean, you've got mantises that you need to feed and whatnot, so I suppose it kind of makes sense. What colonies have I got? Honestly, I've got too many to list here. I've got around 40-ish colonies at the moment, about that. How big is the £50 box? It's fairly big. If you go online and type in the Answer mystery boxes, I think there's 2 or 3 videos of them now where people have bought them and done videos. So you'll be able to see roughly what you can get in the boxes if you want to check them out. I can't tell you much more information because it's a mystery box, you know. Otherwise, it's not mystery. But it's definitely worth it. You get more than your 50 quid's worth. I'll tell you that. In fact, people tell me that it's kind of crazy amounts that we put in, but we ain't going to say much more. I'm going to Penzance on Friday. Where is Penzance? I know where Penzance. I can't think, but I know I've heard of it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing the interview with Paul. It's going to be interesting. I don't really know a lot the sorts of, because he does geckos and that sort of stuff, and that's not my thing. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot about geckos and stuff. I do inverts, so it's going to be really interesting to sort of speak about that and find stuff out. It tends to be how I know a lot of my reptile knowledge is from the interviews that we've done actually. You always end up putting much more in than you should. Yeah, I know. Everyone says that. That's why I love it, because it's like you give me a budget and I basically go nuts. And I'm like, okay, I've got to stop now. You know, have I got? I've got dives, tet bees, rubas, flavus. Yeah, I've got all of them. I've got my diacama, Mesa structum, Mesa minor, Mesa barbarus, Formica rufus, Formica sanguini, Formica senuilla, whatever you call them, Formica fusca. We've got another Mesa barbarus there, Lasius niger, Lasius emigratus. We've got Nicos, we've got Ligra pedra, we've got Japicanus. What is up there? We've got Rubas, Manica rubida. Mesa ague, whatever thingies. We've got the Camponotus cosmicus, Monomorium floricolor, Monomorium Chinese, Monomorium pharaoh thingy majiggy that I can never pronounce. What else is up there? We've got lots of different campos. I'm just going to say that. We've got quite a few up there on the shelves at the minute. But I tend to keep around 40-ish colonies on the shelves, and then I have my big colonies as well. Oh, I've got my leaf cutters, completely forgot about leaf cutters. Got my trap drawers, completely forgot about them. We've got quite a few different ants. I love it. It's brilliant. You can never have too many. Well, you can have too many. I wouldn't recommend anyone get quite as many as I've got, because it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? I don't say I don't enjoy it anymore, but I definitely spend a lot more time caring for them than actually just watching them anymore. Can I show the shelves? Not really. I can show you a few of the shelves, but some of the shelves are in a different room. I can show you these shelves. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There. That's a rough look at some of the shelves. So I've got all those shelves here. I've got another load of shelves upstairs in another room. I've got all the ones behind me. What was that? Well, I just heard something fall over, but it wasn't me. You got to sing occasionally. Like, that's a good song as well. I like that one. Dun, dun, no, I'm not going to do it now. Oh, nice. You've just joined 2 colonies of rubra. Let us know how that goes, James. That's quite interesting, actually. I know which colonies. Paul, yeah. See, Paul gets to come round and actually see them in person. So he to see like the full size of them. See, the thing about is no matter how often good night, Mantis Garden. Thank you for popping in, buddy. Yeah, no matter how much of the tank I try and show, it doesn't really give off the full effect of what's there. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really show it. Yeah. It's bigger than it looks on the telly. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Oh dear. dear. The next big thing I'm going to talk about, and I don't actually have the link on me directly, so I don't know if my moderators will either. But Charlie Ants is doing a awesome giveaway, like absolutely awesome giveaway. He's got some amazing prizes. I think it's a matter of following him on Instagram, something like that. If you go on our Facebook page, there should be links on the Facebook group. Sorry, there should be links and all of that sort of thing, links and description of what's going on. Yeah, check it out. Basically, we're involved. We've donated a prize. It's one of our mystery boxes. So again, that's another way to get hold of one. Yeah, check it out. It's going to be awesome. Be in the chat to talk about it, but I don't think he's here. That's all right. But yeah, it's on our Facebook group about the details of it, and yeah, it's on Instagram. So go check it out. Give him a little drop and a sub. We like Charlie's Ants. He does a lot of good stuff in the community. If you need any logos, stickers, or anything like that, go to Charlie's Ants. He will do it all for you at a really good price. He is absolutely brilliant. I joined E17 in case they want to move in there instead. Yeah, yeah. I'm not overly fond on them, but we won't go into things like that. I try not to talk bad about anything. The scale, yeah, that's it, Paul. The scale just isn't shown in the videos. Like, it's really hard to grasp how big the tanks are and how full they are. It's because you can't show the ants well enough when you're like showing the tank at a distance. You know what I mean? You have to zoom in to see the ants, but then you can't see the full tank, and it's like you really do lose the effect. Whereas if you see it like by your own eyes, there's just ants everywhere. You can see the ants from the other side of the room. You know, it's just they're everywhere. Oh well. We will actually. Here's something. We will be doing a tour of most of the ant room and shelves in a video coming out very soon. Filming it and started talking on it, so it is in the works. It is probably going to be the next video out on the channel, so keep your eyes out for that one. And there you go, that will be the sort of tour around the shelves and show you what's on the shelves at the minute. It'll be quite an interesting one. We haven't done a video like that in a long time, probably a good year or so. No, maybe not a year, but probably a good while. Bought a GoPro with night vision to put in the form. Yeah, right. So I've been thinking about doing the like white light outside stuff, and like just what I can catch locally. I've lived in this house since December, so it's not like I know what's in my garden yet, really. So it'd be interesting. I might do it. They're in a natural setup, cocoa fiber. No, all mine's natural. I bought a expected it to be bigger. Yeah, that's fair. Are they in light 24/7? Oh, what in light, Jake? Sorry. Oh, what in light 24/7? Oh, the shelves? No. All the shelves have timers and things like that. Nothing's in like 24/7, put it that way. Everything's got timers. In fact, if I sit here long enough, the room just goes dark. It's like, oh dear, it's time to go. Time to go to bed. Like they have the day and night cycle because that's just really good to keep going for most inverts, really. But it is good to kind of keep them in the dark. And then we do have dark shelves as well. Like all the shelves which are just stock shelves are just dark. But these are my colonies as such, so I like to be able to look at them, especially if I'm just sat like at my desk, you know. Yeah, no one should keep their ants in light 24/7. Yeah, the rays actually make a real mess of it. There's been large studies done into the effects of the UV rays, and certain things were like it messes with the feeding regimes, basically, and the behaviors. Is this set up in my house? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In my office. In the ant room. But good to shed light on the subject. Yeah, I mean, it is really interesting, the research paper that I was looking into the different effects of the keeping them under different colors, basically, and how it affected feeding and reproduction, etc., etc. And they actually found as long as you're keeping the nest in the dark, then reproduction wasn't too badly affected. But the feeding regimes became quite erratic under certain lights, and they, if you kept them under 24-hour of that color, you definitely kill off the colony, much like in a death wheel sort of thing. They just keep working themselves to death, probably. Like, I don't know, I haven't done it, but that's what I would have thought. So I'm just keeping an eye on the chat, making sure I do hit everything and don't miss any of it. So what else is there to talk about? A few other things we've got to talk about. We are booked into some more events to be there as traders. Again, you can find all of this on the website. We have been doing regular updates on the website. It is on the news and events page, I believe it is, or just events page, I think it's called now. Whatever. It is there. How do you pick all? Yeah, thank you, newbie Ankeeper. Thank you for that. Yeah, it is all on the website, and if it's not there yet, it will be very soon. So we have booked into the Incredible Inverts is holding a Halloween show. So that's I think it's the 5th of November, 3rd of November, something like that. So we're going to be up at that one. That's in Surrey. We are also going to be at a few more local events. There's one even next year that we've booked into, the Bournemouth Bug Show. It is the first Bournemouth Bug Show. And obviously it's Bournemouth. It's just down the road for us. It would be crazy for us not to be there. Any events close to Doncaster? I honestly, I don't know where Doncaster is. We currently do Weymouth and then Bristol, and that's about as far as we've gone at the minute. We will probably put on more shows around the country in years to come, but at this point we just gotta get our name out there a bit more, get more people coming to the shows, get more well known, and then we'll probably start doing more of them. Yeah. Okay, it's near Sheffield. Yeah, come to Sheffield. Sheffield's an awesome show. Sheffield was an awesome show this year. Next year is absolutely fantastic. Again, the date is already up on the website. We haven't released much more information than that yet until after the Bristol show this year. But the dates of all of our shows next year are already on the website because they're already well underway of being arranged. If anyone is a trader and interested in coming to the shows next year, trader forms are now available. Just send me a message on any of our platforms that we're on. The ones we're on: TikTok, Discord, Patreon, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Anchor, Apple, and I forget what that one is, Twitch. We're on quite a few different channels, so just send us a message on any of them and we can get a booking form out to you straight away. You got to be quick though, because they are going pretty fast already, which is really good. Because then, like in a few years' time, like say, if we keep growing like this, we'll be putting on a few more shows, and it won't be so restricted to just two. We do two big ant shows, and then the Weymouth one, because it's like my local town. It's not necessarily an ant show; it's more of a local show. So I go there with all of my sort of ants and big sort of stall. But we have the museum, we have invert stuff come in and ant stuff come in, but we have the museum turn up. We have like local entertainers turn up, things like that. So it's more of a local event, but we still have that invert and ant factor there, because obviously that's what I kind of do. But yeah, it's really as well. I like the fact that I've got a local event. It's Sheffield's over 300 miles for us to travel, so it is a long way. It's nice to have one a bit closer. But yeah, we do aim to keep growing and putting on more shows in the future. It would be lovely to do like 5 a year, but obviously that's nowhere in the books right now. It would be crazy to do that. But yeah, we do have more events booked in. So keep your eye on the events page because we will be keeping it updated to the best of my ability, anyways. And I think that is about all of what I had to cover tonight. So if you have anything further to talk about, please do put it in the chat now. Or we are going to be heading towards the end of the stream. Yeah, I think I've covered just about everything. There wasn't always really a lot to talk about tonight, to be honest. Just standard stuff, really. Like I say, we've not had an overly exciting week since Sunday when we done the last one. Lots of paperwork, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to find out about paperwork. It's quite boring, to be honest. Even I find it boring. Sheffield is only 20 miles away from you. Jake, you have to come to Sheffield next year. Like, it is going to be amazing. Like, this year was really good. We had over 300 people turn up. We had like 30 traders of all sorts of varieties. We had speakers, and yeah, it was a really good day. I don't live every day, Jay. I do them every Wednesday and Sunday. We start the live feeding or the feeding in a enclosure at 8:30, and then I start chatting random rubbish at 9 p.m. every Wednesday, every Sunday. I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. There's loads of episodes, probably about 150, 200 episodes or something. I don't know. Crazy amounts of episodes just of the lives. It's a lot, actually. We've done loads of interviews. Like back in the day, we used to do an interview pretty much every show. Not so many these days. It's more of me randomly chatting rubbish. But we are getting back into the interviews now. But yeah, it is great fun. Have a flick back through, and yeah, have a look. They're pretty good. But yes, you have to come to the Sheffield event. It's going to be brilliant. And then we can all say hello because the Bristol one's quite far for you. This is my full-time job. I sell ants and I run Ants on a Rock. The full company brand and everything is me. I mean, I've got a few staff and helpers, etc., etc. But I am. What is it? I'm the director, I believe, is the term technically. But we don't use things like that. I am Ants on a Rock. Yeah, this is what I do all day, pretty much every day. I do a few other things as well. I'm involved in lots of different things, but this is my main job. I absolutely love it. The main thing about it is we get out to like lots of the schools and things like that, and that's some of the funnest parts of it. Getting to do the educational side as well. You know, we're not always here to sell stuff. We're here to educate, and that's not what we're about. And again, that's what the shows are mainly about. It's not just a selling show. There's loads of stuff going on. Like I'm just there to make a great day for everyone. You know, that's what it's all about for me. Just enjoy the hobby. It's on me, kind of. Yeah, it is what it is. But I am going to love you all and leave it. We're going to leave it there because it has been a fantastic stream. And you all know what happens when we reach this point where I've ran out of things to talk about. I start talking random stuff. And we never know where it's going to end up. So we're not going to go there tonight because we're not even near our watershed. Oh dear, oh dear. But I do want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone. Oh, hang on. If someone ordered a queen, like how do you... I've got loads of stock, Jake, from a shop. Simple as that. How the dives got on with the test tube of ant candy? I'll answer that quickly, Paul. They're about a third of the way down it now. So they're doing quite well. Yeah. Massive thank you to everyone for watching, joining in, and sending in the comments and questions tonight. It's been absolutely brilliant. Massive, massive thank you to all my staff and helpers as well. We don't normally give them a shout out, but I do feel that I need to start giving them a shout out and saying thank you because they do a lot for me in the background. staff and partners, we could say, because we're sort of partnered with a lot of people right now. And it's absolutely brilliant. We couldn't do what we do here without all of their support and without the community backing us as well. So a massive thank you to everyone, absolutely everyone. Of course, we want to say a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. And we want to say a massive thank you to our sponsors as well. Answer Us and Valhalla Martial Arts. But apart from that, I think I've pretty much said it all. Yeah, I think I've pretty much said it all. Again, you know where I am if you need me. Send me a message anytime and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But as always for me, I'll see you again soon, Ant fans. Good night.